DEI and academic hiring in public universities, an index of university discrimination in Canada. This came out January 29th, 2025 by David Hunt, Colin May, Ven Vinkenchalam, and Alex Ems. The executive summary. This study conducts a preliminary assessment of academic job postings at public universities across Canada to gauge the extent of discriminatory hiring and threats to academic freedom from diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI. Typically, DEI strategies rely on equity based moral justifications or productivity based rationalizations for diversity and inclusion. Both approaches are increasingly common and are increasingly coming under scrutiny as they often heighten discord among groups while privileging those already doing well in their finances and or career within marginalized communities to the detriment of lower and working class individuals throughout society. To measure the prevalence and severity of DEI in academic hiring, we reviewed approximately 50 active academic job postings from the largest public university in each Canadian province. The review was based on 8 research questions that each gauge a different DEI strategy, from acknowledging DEI ideologies to compelling intellectual conformity to reverse racism, e.g., excluding white males from applying. All 10 universities sampled and 477 of the 489 job advertisements reviewed employed some form of DEI requirement or strategy in filling academic vacancies. In other words, 98% of the academic postings directly or indirectly discriminated against candidates and or threatened academic freedom. Some noteworthy instances include the following: all University of Toronto job postings and 96% of Dalhousie's mentioned or implied a candidate's contribution to DEI was an asset. McGill and the University of Saskatchewan required all applicants to complete a DEI survey. Nearly 2/3 of the University of British Columbia, UBC, and 55% of the University of Manitoba's job postings required candidates to submit a DEI statement or essay. Interestingly, the institution most likely to exclude candidates outright was also the least likely to employ any DEI strategies. At UBC, nearly 1 out of every 5 academic job postings explicitly restricted the job to a particular race, ethnicity, group identity, or other inherent trait. However, it was also the university least likely to call for specific DEI strategies. They were absent from 12% of UBC's postings. To rank and compare the universities in aggregate, we created an index. To do this, we equally weighted, blah, blah, blah. I don't think we need to do that. Let's just scoot down here and look at some of these charts, shall we? Here's the share of Canadian universities by prevalent DEI policies. 89% have a strategic plan that refers to DEI. 83% have DEI implemented in some form, and 51% have applied in faculty recruitment. Down here, you can see, does the job posting mention or promote DEI? McGill University, University of Alberta, University of Manitoba, University of New Brunswick, University of Saskatchewan, and University of Toronto all come in at 100%. Prince Edward Island, 98. Dalhousie, 98. Newfoundland, 89. And BC, surprisingly, 88. Then you have here, does the job posting mention or imply that a candidate's contribution to DEI is an asset? University of Toronto, 100%. 96% in Dalhousie, and then it sort of falls off a cliff from there. 30% Manitoba, 10% Alberta, all the way down to 2% in McGill and PEI. Does the job posting require the applicant complete a DEI? We should do a DEI survey someday. McGill, Saskatchewan, your province, 100%, all the way down to 0% in Alberta. Ad as a job posting require candidates to submit a DEI statement or essay, 64% down to 2.5%. So that starts dropping off from there. But preferential hiring. Does the job posting prioritize applicants based on race, ethnicity, or other inherent group identities? So not a lot of that, but 10% in Saskatchewan. 1 in 10 jobs say you got to be black. Preferential hiring. Does a job posting prioritize applicants based on race, ethnicity, or other group identities? University of British Columbia, 18% yes.
That's weird because they were lowest in the other things. So it's like,
Yeah.
oh, that's what they meant by that initial paragraph where they said they noticed this in the least likely. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So in summary,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
seeking to fill what?
Well, there was a sentence about the other. Scroll up a couple, and it said something about this. Findings are concerning. Oh, new discrimination. Yeah, yeah.
The findings are concerning. New discrimination in the name of reversing past prejudice will not right past wrongs. Moreover, restrictive hiring goes well beyond the aforementioned rationalizations. Perhaps the most egregious example in our sample is the exclusion of white males from applying to the Department of Physics at the University of New Brunswick's Tier 1 NSERC Canada Research Chair in Quantum Sensors for Space job opening. You think you just want the guy who knows what that even fucking means. He's got to be black. No white dudes. So, posted on May 2nd, 2023, and still up on unb.ca as of January 15th, 2025, it states, only applicants who self-identify as members of gender equity deserving groups, including cisgender women, transgender men.
Oh, it's basically everybody but white men.
Non-binary and or as racialized individuals will be considered for this opportunity. We encourage those with intersecting identities to apply. For example, women who identify as racialized individuals, indigenous, and or persons with disabilities. I should apply for this job.
Yeah, you're racialized.
I could be the fucking search for quantum sensors in space. Do you imagine?
Sensors for space, for safe space. It's quantum sensors for safe space.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Is it for space? I should apply for this job. Anyway, I don't know.
The conclusion. Is there anything at the conclusion? I think you.
Okay, let's see. The conclusion is blah, blah, blah. Hence, in order to rank and compare, it's just telling you how they ranked them from most woke to least. Luckily, Alberta is 9 out of 10. New Brunswick, less woke than Alberta. Who would have thought? That's something?
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's not a surprise, really.
I might apply for the space sensor job, dude. I'll say I'm an Indian and I'm gay. No, wait. No, I'm not gay. I'm
Then you have Starlink.
I'm just non-binary. What can I do and still keep banging my wife? What can I be?
Bi.
No, I'm not doing that.
What? What do you mean? Well, that's the simplest one.
I want to be more than nondescript. No, because I ain't fucking admitting that I'm into dudes. Because I'm not into dudes. Wait, that's not.
I don't think there's another one that would qualify you.
I'm just two-spirit.
Two-spirit. Wow.
Sometimes I'm a little effeminate.
That's more appropriate for your Indian heritage.
Sometimes I'm a little effeminate, so I can have this job. I'll just wear a salmon shirt once a month to the office. All right. I have only one more thing left to do.
All right, let's do it and then get out of here.
All right. This is a little older, but we've never talked about it on our show.